Hey, glad you stuck around, because I've got to tell you about something that completely changed how I listen, the KEF LS50 Meta speakers. Once you live with them, you realize, good enough sound just doesn't cut it anymore. If you're the kind of person who hears the spaces between notes, who cares about clarity, depth, and detail more than loudness, these are for you. People who've deprecated thin, muddy speakers long ago, and now crave sound that reveals every nuance in music and movies. Before you drift off, take a moment and check the current price and stock. These tend to be the ones that vanish once people discover what they're capable of. I knew it was time to upgrade when my old bookshelf speakers blurred harmonies together. Simple acoustic tracks sounded muddy. Guitars lost their character, vocals lacked presence. That nagging, something's off, feeling never left. Then I plugged in the LS50 Meta, and immediately everything changed. The first chord struck like someone turned the lights on. Details I didn't know I was missing came alive. Playing music at home, mellow jazz softly in the evening, energetic electronic tracks while I work, cinematic scores during movie nights, it all started to feel like more than background sound. You sense texture in the bass, air around the vocals, and space between instruments. Movies feel deeper, voices become more human, and even quiet tracks carry weight. Once you hear this level of fidelity, you'll realize you've been holding your breath for better sound. The room breathes with music now. After this, anything else feels flat, compressed, like you're muffling your own ears. If you're even thinking of buying, check the price right now. Sometimes waiting means missing out. Maybe you worry the speakers are too small for big sound, or that the setup will be complicated. But surprisingly, they fill the room without ever being overpowering. They stay controlled, warm, alive. They don't demand a huge amplifier to shine, they just demand respect for quality. Unexpected bonus, they make you rediscover old favorites. Songs that sounded familiar suddenly feel fresh. You catch subtle details, a breath before a lyric, a soft string in the background, the resonance of a piano key, stuff you forgot existed. Owning the LS50 Meta isn't about bragging rights. It's about knowing what good sound feels like. It makes you the person who doesn't settle. It makes your space feel intentional, alive, respected. The bass is tight but not boomy. The mids are rich, the highs are refined. The sound doesn't dominate the room, it fills it with meaning. If there's a downside, once you hear them, going back to generic speakers feels dull, uninspired. You might start craving even more, stereo, maybe room treatment, maybe a sub. At a certain point, you stop comparing specs and just accept what you've been wanting all along. If you want to hear what you've been missing, check the link, see the price, and bring the KEF LS50 Meta home, especially while it's still available.